Ever since Lore 4 was released, the Spirit Sceptre has been widely regarded as one of the best mage weapons. Today, we'll be comparing the famous Spirit Sceptre to the Yeti Sword in an early game, mid game, late game, and a bonus lore that you don't want to miss out on. Make sure to subscribe because we're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. Alright, enjoy! Yeti Sword and Spirit Sceptre, the prices actually aren't too far apart. 5-star alt-wise can be upwards of 40 million. And then like a Yeti Sword, not even recommed, just 5-star, can be like 73. I have LCM, so I'll also be testing the damage of the Scepters and the Yeti Sword in LCM. So right off the bat, it looks like the Scepter is doing around a million damage, 700k million damage. Let's see how much it does to Crypt Lurker. 947, and to a Crypt Lurker over here, the Yeti Sword is dealing almost 9 million damage on a direct hit, which is insane. The enchants are about the same. Smite 6, Prosecute 5, Giant Killer 5, First Strike, Fire Aspect. Yeti Sword's OP isn't the worst for LCM either. Yeah, I did test LCM damage with Yeti Sword. It's crazy, dude. Alright, so let's check LCM damage with the Spirit Scepter. We get a whopping 10 million damage. Poggers. With the Yeti Sword, we're getting a whopping, boom, 10 mil. Wait, what? They're very similar, but the Yeti Sword has a slight more damage. Actually, that is true. We should test Yeti Pet with the baby Yeti Pet. Yeti Sword is doing 19 mil. So you can see very clearly that with the baby Yeti Pet, the Yeti Sword is doing a ton more. But we're not testing with the Yeti Pet because not everyone has the Yeti Pet, and it's like 60 mil for level 100. Right here, big room. So obviously, Sceptre, I'll clear this half with the Scepter. Very smooth. And just hold right click, you can kill the mini very easily. Now if we have the Yeti Sword, just right click a couple times. It's pretty smooth as well, but you do have to right click, like click right click. You could also spam it. Right now I have no dupe mage, so as you can see, it shoots very quickly. Like it shoots about 3 a second, versus where the Scepter does about 6 a second. Keep in mind the Yeti Sword takes 108 mana with the Sheep Pet, that's level 71, and the Spirit Scepter takes 86. So you're firing half as slow, but you're doing 8 times as much damage for 20 more mana a hit. Like look, I would rather clear in this room. I would 100% rather clear with a Spirit Scepter. It hits, explosion, does everything very well. Versus with the Yeti, you have to kind of go like up close to them, up close personal, and just right click. If you could just stay here and stay as healer so I can respawn if I die, thank you. Let's just clear this entire room and see. Okay, I'm being knocked around. So I can stay far back like this, which is a good thing. That took a long time to kill though. That one mob. Okay, so that took some time and my mana is like 5,000 down the drain. So yeah, this is interesting. I mean, I'm able to clear, but I am using a ton of mana. Now I'm going to clear this one room with a Yeti Sword, and we're going to see how good it is, or how bad it is. So, okay. Obviously, I use this Yeti Sword, everything gets one shot. I don't have to use that much mana. Each right click's only about 100 mana. They don't have the chance to kill me, which means I just have the upper hand. So right here, we're going to do this, and then I'll show you. With the Yeti Sword, you can right click and left click at their feet like this to do both left click and right click damage. You see how it's doing both left click and right click with the crits and the non-crits? Is there any rec to join your guild? Not a rec at all. Just type /G join counter grinders, and you can join for free. No rec at all. So which one's better so far? So far, on a lower floor, like the Scepter's good, but right here you can see I'm getting knocked around. I'm basically getting like thrown around like a toy right now. And my mana is going down because it takes me like 10 hits just to like kill something. Yeah, Yeti Sword, look at this. Yeti Sword just one-shots everything. So far, Yeti is better, but if you're playing lower floors, I think the Scepter would actually be better because you don't have to right-click and you can just walk around. So if you're grinding out 1,000 floor 2 runs, just saying, I don't know who would grind out 1,020 floor 2 runs, but if you were doing that, I would say use the Spirit Scepter. Grinding 1,000 floor 2s would definitely be weird. Like it's pretty insane. Versus like I just cleared that entire thing in a couple seconds. Versus this is like gonna drain all of my mana. Let's see how well the Spirit Scepter clears right here. That was half of my mana. And the Yeti Sword, my Yeti Sword over here. So like right here we can do test. Boom. It one-shot them pretty much. Can I give Contraband? Dude, if you would give Contraband, I'd greatly appreciate it. He's blowing me. Heroic Yeti Sword with the Yeti Pet for some extra defense. Alright, so we're going to Ice Spray him, and then we're just going to right-click and left-click at his feet like this. And look at the amount of damage I'm doing right now, guys. We're doing insane amounts of damage right here. He's at 5 mil HP already. We're doing crazy damage. And, yeah. He's blowing me again. We're just going to dodge a little bit. And then, yeah, going back, right back to left click and right clicking at his feet. I spray him again. And yeah, so that's how you kill a mini boss in Master Mode Floor 2 if you don't have a hype. Just holding right click for a second, you use 700 mana, even with a sheep pet and alt-wise. Versus the Yeti sword, where one right click does 8 million damage, and it only uses like 100 mana. And with a Yeti pet, it's like super broken. This is an angry archaeologist. It's going to be a little bit more of a scuffed test, but we're going to see. We're going to stand in this room. He's bowing me. We're going to dodge his arrows and watch. I'm going to show you something here. So you can see I'm dealing a lot of damage, right? Sure, I'm like getting him low. Wait, actually, will we be able to kill him? Okay, so he heals up back to 1 mil. Actually, that wasn't that bad. We're going to ice spray him, then we're going to use the Yeti sword. Because honestly, the Sceptre seemed pretty fast. Like, it wasn't that bad. That's the word for it. So we kill this guy before he could eat his gapple. That is way faster. He has 24 million HP. 24 mil? We're going to see a drain right now. I just did 10 million damage to him. So yeah, I mean, this is really good. I don't think you'd be able to kill him with a Spirit Sceptre. Well, maybe it'll take a lot longer than that. Vitamin Death. It feels like it would be worth a lot of money. Actually, let's try the highest Master Mode floor I can play. M7. And we're going to just see how long I can survive. Take your bets. Take your bets, guys. Master Mode floor 7. These guys don't actually have that much HP. That bomb could probably one-shot me. Let's stay safe here. This Crypt Dreadlord has more HP than that mini-boss. Back at, 140 mil? Oh. That's a lot of health, dude. That's a little bit of health. Thank you, Fart Soup, for lending me this awesome Spirit Sceptre. The consensus is that floor 5-ish below, I would say definitely go with the Spirit Sceptre. But after floor 5, terracottas on floor 6, just floor 7 clearing and bosses, mini bosses in general, I would say definitely you should go for the Yeti sword because it just does 8 times more damage. It takes less mana, so your mana is not going to drain trying to kill Withermancers. Make sure to subscribe and follow if you have not already. Peace, guys. I'll just be like playing some games. 50 million coins, dude. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it, man.